It's your girl Manera,
Shanae,
and Diana.
And you're now listening to Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous?
I don't know.
Why the fuck am I not famous? Because I ain't naked. Chickens ain't got no style. It's straight brainless. Niggas rocking tits and wigs, so shameless. Meanwhile, we sitting here acting like we whack. Not hating, I'm just stating the facts. Girl, you know what doctor made her ass fat. True. Tommy T made their belly flat. Yeah. And all these niggas think that they can rap. Okay, I got this. I know they were funny. Brains and beauty, my mama ain't raised no dummy. Positive energy, keep them bad vibes from me. Put it all together, we'll be making all the money.
Why the fuck am I not famous? Ha! I ask myself every day. Tweeting, sharing, Instagramming, but still I can't get paid. So I hooked up with my girl. It's that bitch. We gotta get paid because we got the brains, we got the jokes. So let's just start the show.
Welcome.
somebody lost. We all
couple of us did. So it is episode number 8 of Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous? Funny conversation with the dope.
And we still broke.
Still broke.
So I know a couple of you have been watching our YouTube, and in the beginning we do play a silent library dare game. You have to tune in to find out what the fuck happened and who lost.
This one is a little kinky.
So give us one more minute because we're not finished with the dare.
Okay, we're not finished now.
They got me next.
I'm going to get up and show you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
Locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me
You know
out.
what? I'm
Locked
going to
up.
tell you guys. Should I tell them what it was?
Yeah, we should definitely tell them because they
All
can't.
right. So this week, no one was safe for the Silent Library Challenge. Ayana was letter A.
A for Yana.
And she had to have her hands tied in front of her for the entire episode. Shanae was letter B. You gonna go get this work done?
And I don't know how I'm going to make this work.
It's all right. Just get your ass up. She has to have her hands tied behind her back for the entire episode. And I got D. So I will be working with Sir Dashington later on in the show with his demo.
I'm going to record for him.
Ooh, so right now Shanae is getting her hands tied behind her back. How you feel?
I don't like being a loser.
She said she doesn't like being a loser. Well, depending on who you ask, you may be the biggest winner today.
I like this. I think it's sexy.
I think so too.
Wait, Manera, what was yours?
I'm going to be doing the demo. I kind of wanted to have my hands tied, to be honest. He didn't even take you out for dinner.
You don't need dinner.
No, I'm into it.
We know.
I like this kind of stuff.
Remember, I asked her the last time on her date. I said, where you guys going? Upstairs.
All right, so Shanae's all tied up, Ayana's all tied up, and I will be working with Sir Dashington later on in the show. And we all know what day it is.
Hump Day.
It is Wednesday, and our Hump Day segment gives you an interesting, weird, unknown, or fun sex fact. And this week's hump is a little different. Instead of a fact, today we have a very special guest. We want to welcome Sir Dashington to the show. So he is the artist behind Erotic Ropes by Dash. But before we get tied up with his story, I want to read the intro from when you first log on to his website.
Yeah.
So when you get on, it says, finally, a place where one can artistically express their darkest desires, sexually liberate themselves, and join an underground membership club with exclusive access to a UV world of POC, which is people of color, kinksters, XXX videos, pictures, erotic visual performance art, blacklight bondage, and beyond. Welcome. You are all welcome to Sir Dashington's Dark Park.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I forgot. So Shanae's hands are tied behind her back, and I forgot to put her headphones back on for her. I'm so sorry, love. Come, look at.
I barely even have seat space now.
Look at me, sexy. Look at me, sexy. Ooh, this is going to be such an interesting show because now you can't even write your notes.
I don't even know if I could hear.
If you need me to flip,
Manera,
just let me know.
Is that it?
Yeah, technical difficulties, guys. We'll be right back.
And if anyone wants to know, Manera thought this out by herself.
I did by myself. I cheated a little bit.
Without
I
letting
wanted,
us know.
I wanted my hands to be tied in front of me, but I didn't pick the right card. So tell us about yourself.
Yay!
What's up, folks? Well, my name is Sir Dashington. A lot of people call me Sir Dash. I am from Brooklyn. I am a
Brooklyn.
You already know. Yeah, so I'm an artist. You know, I started doing this as art, and I got into this. You know, trying to.
What is this? What do you do?
Well, I do black light bondage, and I do healing work, and I do chakra shifting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
Chakra
and I found a cool way to make it artsy and fartsy and look really nice and be able to squeeze myself into different lanes. But yeah, it was. I kind of started this. I didn't start it with that intent. I kind of started just doing it as art. Like
Okay.
literally, I was doing art parties out in Brooklyn, and people was like, "Yo, tie me up and throw some paint on me and do it." And I was like, all right. And I did it.
Wait. So just like random people?
Well,
Your
well,
friends?
What I was doing, I was putting up canvas and I was throwing paint on girls and they were dancing and doing like dancers and stuff
Why
like
wasn't
that.
I in this?
I know, right?
And then one of my homegirls was like, yeah, you should tie me up and spank me with flogger whips because it'll make like a rainbow effect if you dip it in paint.
That's a fact.
And I was like, oh yeah.
It sounds like you owe her like 10% or something like that.
We talk about it all the time. We talk all the time. She was like, yeah, Dad, I birthed you. I was like,
Did.
but she did. She hooked it up, and then from there it was like I did that show, and from there people were asking me, you know, what I'm doing next, and when I'm doing another show like that. And so from there I kind of knew I was like, okay, I need to like get into this stuff for real. So I really started like trying to learn a little bit more. Got on YouTube, learned a couple more ties, and then like I got one book where some book with some little bit of demos in it, and I kind of went through that. And
So were
from
you
there-
into bondage before the show?
Well, I was into bondage and all that stuff before the show, before I started doing that, but it was like at a different capacity. I got married really young.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like I was just doing it. I wasn't thinking about it as bondage or anything like that. I was just doing kinky shit with my ex-wife. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
gotcha.
And so, then I found out later on, I was like, oh, they got a name, the BDSMs. They put the BDSMs on.
I'm not the only freak in this world.
I was like, so I was just doing it, out of just that. And then from there, and it goes back even further than that. It's weird because as I got into it, I started realizing all the skills that I used to do all this stuff came back from like far, far back. And I'm like, oh shit, like, I always, I think I remember when my mom, she kept, she sees me traveling. She's like, what are you doing? And she's like, you got any pictures? And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I showed her what I do, and she was like, "Where'd you learn that from?" And I was like, "From you." And she was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "What do you mean?" And I
You used
remember,
to get your ass whooped. You used to
no,
get tied?
no. It was that.
Oh my God.
I found my mom's dildo in her drawer. when I was a kid, and I was like, "Mom, what's this?" She was like, "It's a back massager." And I was like, "All right."
Mommy says the
And she
same
let me do her
thing.
back, and I was good at it. And she was like, "Oh," then she would like, I didn't notice it, but whenever my dad wasn't around, she was like, "Oh yeah, do my back again," and I would do her back. And so I knew from then, I started realizing how to pay attention to women's bodies and just try to do things that make them feel good from back then.
You know, one Valentine's Day, my ex and I, we had to give each other funny gifts. Oh, it was when we went to New Orleans, Nolans. And he gave me a dildo, right? But I didn't know what it was. I wasn't able to open it until Valentine's Day. And I believe we traveled a couple of days before. So one of them walked through security with it. I don't know. I had to get
TSA.
there. I know. So they're like, okay, that's freak. But so it was a black dildo. Not black, like brown. It looked like a black man's penis.
Right.
So I had it in my drawer. And I remember when my son going in the drawer like, Mommy, what's this? Like, put it down.
Snatched it.
Stop that shit.
Put it away. But yeah, in terms of like BDSM and stuff like that, I was looking into it and
good
they
over
said, well, I thought for people to get into stuff like that they had to have like troubled childhoods or some kind of traumatic event. And they said no, like some people are just naturally kinky and freaky. Like for me, I
here
know
I am.
that like sexually, for the most part, I am a submissive. I like that type of
Not me.
action in
Treatment?
the bedroom. Yeah, so it's both. There's some days where you want to take control, but I like the whole bondage stuff and being told what to do and yes, master kind of thing. But I went through some shit in my childhood, so I thought like maybe that's
Right.
what the fuck it came from.
It's not really linked to any childhood traumas or anything like that. I definitely don't have no traumas. I was really fine, and it's one of the things where I know there is a part of me that when I got into, I started getting deeper into it. A part of me, I had to recondition my mind in how I think and how I move and how I treat people and how I move and how I deal with people. Because of it, I feel like it helped me be a better person as far as just being a little more open and a little more wiser. But I think that is where it established things more than anything.
So are you always in control, or sometimes you like switching?
Me, I'm a dom. I'm not a switch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I usually lose interest when someone tries to take control. It just for me. I feel like I don't know. It's something, but this is before I even realized what I was even taking control. And this and that. I always felt like I remember coming up when I would have sex. When I would deal with people, I always felt like good sex always was up to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I felt like if I was in the mood, if I went hard, if I go, you know what I mean? Boom, the shit is great. When I was feeling like a little wimpy timpy and I get in and boom, knock a little 2-minute thing, it was that. But it was like I feel like it was whatever I put into it.
Right.
So it was just more one of those things. So I just started realizing, I wanted more, so I started putting in more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like by me controlling the situation, I know I can guarantee that everybody's going to be taken care of. I know I'm going to be taken care of. I know you're going to be taken care of. But if I let someone else get taken care of, they may think they're taking care of me, but
they don't know.
Are they really taking care of me?
Got it. So what about you, ladies?
Listen,
What
I
do you
might
like?
give you a little McDonald's drive-through role play, but I don't know about, all the bondage stuff. But a little submission, I want to be the one in control.
You do?
have
I
to
like
be
the
in
switch. I
control.
like the switch up.
I'm very submissive. I do what I'm told.
Yeah.
I mean, I do what I'm told, but
If you're not doing it right, then I'll control it.
that's a fact.
I'll take control if
If
you're not doing
it
what
right,
I
I don't want to do it. Like,
True.
it's like
Well,
over.
but you could teach
Right.
them. You could teach them.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I more so like I enjoy when someone takes the same amount of attention and into trying to find out what I want as much as I do with them.
The effort.
That right there turns me on alone. Just like,
Yeah.
oh shit, how hard are you gonna go? You got a suitcase too? Shoot, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. That gets me excited. So that's lazy lovers and all that stuff like that. It's like,
You like the effort.
yeah, I like the effort. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be no
I
porn
want a bag
star.
of tricks.
You ain't gotta be
I
no
got a
porn
bag of
star.
tricks.
I don't have a bag of tricks.
And I think if somebody taps into me, if they tap into me and they see how I move, they'll realize that like the same things I may deliver to them is not the shit that I want back done to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
True.
I'm very sensual. Like I don't want no pain. So somebody hit me some pain, my dick is gonna be like
Right.
they don't mix together. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
got to be really cool and loving and all that shit. You try to choke me, I might flip out and choke you back. Like,
Don't choke me out. Power, listen.
You know what I mean? So
Hell in a cell me.
So I just wanted to tap in and just figure out what it is. You know what I mean? Tap those things without me having to say, yeah, I want A, B, C, D. Because I think that sometimes takes away from the elements.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you
wanna-
have to find out.
Yeah, like
It's a
find it
game.
out. Yeah, find out. You know what I mean? Take that time to explore. Don't tell me. You know what I mean? And tap into it. When I start my sessions, a lot of times I sniff the woman down from head to toe.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm so uncomfortable with that.
Are you?
Sniff it. Sniff
You know
it
why?
down.
Because the fucking pits smell like onions. So you might-
I put lime on today.
As long as it's not.
Didn't you using that Dr. Bonner's
No,
that
just
fake shit?
pure lime
just
works.
lime.
I'm telling
Oh,
you guys,
okay.
pure lime. Just go in your guys.
Toms.
It is summertime, right?
We wear no Toms in summertime. That's a winter deodorant. All right?
We
I
understand
love-
you want to be
You
natural
know,
and
you want to
everything.
be natural and
but
everything, and the
say that
balances
shit
and all
for the
that.
snow.
But like, yo, you ain't
My
walking
thing
out there
is,
like that.
you have a fetish service.
Oh, let's talk about. Here's a couple of them.
We-
you want to
I'm
name
so
a couple of them?
excited. Go.
But you have price ranges too, because I'm asking for
Save
a
the
church
price.
member. I just want you to know.
Yes,
I'm asking for a church member.
Tell Sister Patterson.
Sister Patterson, I got her back. Don't
Please
worry.
let her know I'm right here.
It's not a sin, so
what
she's good.
is one of your biggest packages on the?
I would say one of my biggest packages on there is Goddess Pampering Service, which
Goddess
is like
Pampering.
that one is like a really sensual. It's like the ropes are optional. It's massage based, back massage, foot massage, temples. feet massage, just like in a good conversation, and just like
That's
that
almost
whole
like
vibe.
that's almost like the boyfriend treatment. You know, some
Right.
single people
Some
when
people-
they date, they want like the boyfriend experience.
Some people want to cuddle, shit
The
like
love.
that. You know
Because
what I'm
5
saying?
minutes into the body massage, you got his thumb in your butt, and now you sitting there like, hold up, we didn't even get to talk yet.
I can't say what I want to say.
I talked to you first. That's
Right,
all.
thank you. Yeah, my day was
but
well.
I tell you all the time. At the same time, the God's Pamper is basically the base of all of my sessions, though. I kind
Okay.
of start with a kind of warming up thing. I don't just jump on people. So it's like I'm very sensual too. So like I like to rub the body down with oil and do all that type of stuff too. So I like to start the session off like that, and it kind of starts from God's Pampering and it turns into whatever the person wants to. All the service can be intertwined and interswitched up. So you can say I want this, and this, and I'm just, I'll figure out how to make that happen within 2 hours or
Okay.
however you want to do it.
Okay, so another one of your services we just talked. I just said I want a bag of tricks. Tricks is called Toyland. So, are you saying that every other service is just like an addition to the goddess pampering service? So you get everything,
So you God's Pampering, everything else is like an addition onto the God's Pampering.
and now with Toyland you're adding toys and stuff, anal plugs. Do you reuse these same things on everyone?
Yeah, I do. But I also you boil them and you clean them and you
Right.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
washes for them.
Yeah, there's washes for them. I have a spray
Okay.
that I spray on it. Like I started clean, but I spray it again with like a cleanser right before I use it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I never had a problem with it. You just got to take care of your toys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my like that's my tools of the trade. So like,
Yeah, OSHA?
You said OSHA?
OSHA,
yeah,
it's
OSHA.
like the
Occupational
Yeah,
safety.
yeah. So I just think I do my tools of trades. Like I take care of. You got to take care of your tools. Take care of the stuff you need to
What
do
I'm
your
supposed
job.
to use for the shower head? Because Lord knows.
Do you actually
God.
touch yourself with the shower head, or
I
just
mean,
the
no,
water?
just the
right?
water.
It's just the water
so
touching you.
Yeah, you go
Ew,
with that
imagine
one.
like your juices go back into the holes of the shower head and the next person is just like
Now my
washing
son
their
got
face
pink
and
eye.
shit.
Why? Do you flush your ass?
I mean, you never know what other people is
There
into.
you go. with
I
this
mean,
thing.
you never know.
question.
I was
never
always
know.
wondering.
I
I
don't
was like,
flush my ass.
I mean, I wouldn't do that in there, but
Now I'm gonna
is
go
it true
try
that like
it.
women like sometimes like getting the splits under the spout of the full bath sprout? Like fuck the shower head, the bathtub sprout with that full blast,
Lord Jesus.
and just
You
kind of
know
get under there
what?
like
We've
this.
always had a
With your
shower
legs in the
head.
air.
Like legs in the air, and
It was
then
like
hit
bitches
that.
fuck anybody. They fucking water now.
Yeah, put that shit on like a
Water
medium,
doesn't cheat.
a little warm.
Right, nigga.
Water doesn't lie.
So I started masturbating when I was very, very, very young. And it started with like the regular shower. The water pressure was just like really hard. And I was, you know what? We were able to take baths. So I put the tub up. I was laying in the bath and it was by accident. The fucking shower was on while I was laying down filling up the tub and it touched me and I was like,
That's nice.
Let me just lay on my back. Let me just lay back on my back and see what
yeah. And
happens.
that's how I discovered
Let me tell you something. You become
masturbation.
obsessed. You be like, you know what? Let me get home
No, you know what?
right after school.
I used to masturbate so much that my stomach would hurt. And it was like,
Cramping.
"No, bitch, you got a problem. And I still can't stop.
That means you're tightening your stomach so tight that you
Right? I
it's
should
like doing
have fucking
sit-ups.
abs, right?
You're doing an ab workout.
Ab work. I'm gonna go masturbate the rest of my life.
Do you have a fetish?
Do I have fetish? Yeah, all this is all this
BDS
is fetish is fetish stuff. You
So
know?
Yeah.
how do you separate
Wow.
your personal sexual preferences
Well,
and then working? So
What I do, I break it down to 3 different levels. So I have like, one is that's called the artsy fartsy, and that's like we're doing like that's the ropes, body paint, people that
Okay.
want to do shows, lessons, webinars,
Okay.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? No sex is involved. Boom, boom. Then I have my client services. It's the list that I showed you guys, and I have like a list of different fetishes that I'm willing to do for the bread. Right?
let me just
Boom.
tell the people real quick, the listeners, what your services are. So we said
We said
Goddess Pampering Service. There's Toyland, Electrocutioner,
Spank and paint.
Spank and Tie.
Oh, well, there's a spank and paint too.
Oh, wax on, wax off, which is wax play, rope,
Rope
therapy,
therapy
rope bondage.
for beginners.
What's for dinner? You want to explain what's for dinner?
But for dinner is
You guys?
is when is I have different
You need help?
different ways I do that. Sometimes it's a role playing type of situation where I put food in a bowl and we do the kiddie roll and do it and roll like that.
Oh,
Or-
Yana, do you like that? Your little
Or
kitty sound.
I tie them up in their house and then cook a meal with their go in their cabinets, cook a meal and then kind of feed it to them.
Until you find a bitch that only got oodles and noodles in her cabbage and fucking peanut butter.
Guess what she eating in that? I ain't gotta eat it. She gotta eat it. So.
With food, so on some of your pictures, I see like food on top of the women. Have you ever had food gotten stuck in a woman before?
No. That's usually eaten off. People eat that right off.
Okay.
We put it on. We place them on top, and then I did a couple of events where there's a woman we tie a woman to a table, and then a chef would come and put different stuff placed it on her, and then it'd be like dinner time, and then people come in and people kind of watch and
Does
eat
she know the
food
people that's eating?
Suppose her feet is dirty. That's what I want to know. Like, what's going on?
It's set up so she's clean. She's clean, and she's
Copy
like
that.
gets right on the table, and I tie
Dipped her
her
in
up.
iodine.
I need to change my profession. I'm letting y'all know that now.
I
Because
think
I thought
I
I was
wanna
going to
be
sell
a
some
model.
lies for $40 all summer. And I'm about to start selling some packages.
Right.
I'm gonna need you to know it's
Together.
4,000.
Right. Hello.
But speaking of food,
Yes.
I think we could transition into our no-fly list segment.
Yes.
This week, we're actually mixing you with Girl Did You Hear? So as you may or may not know, I am a flight attendant and the rest of my girls are just fly. And in this segment, we give you a list of shit that just doesn't fly, whether it be on a plane or in real everyday fucking life. So those who follow us on our Instagram page at Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous know we just came home from Vegas
We
for
did.
Memorial Day weekend.
It was lit.
And
Oh, yeah, we balled.
a little bit. This story that I heard online includes both shit that just shouldn't fly, and it's so juicy that I have to start off by saying, "Girl, did you hear?"
What?
So they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but this poor guy brought home a little souvenir. So I'm gonna break the code. So this guy went to Vegas for a bachelor party with his friends, and he ends up having raw anal sex with one of the strippers. 3 days later, his penis is bright red and burning. So he goes to the doctor, he gets tested, but the results come back negative for all the STDs that they tested him for. By the end of the week, his penis is in so much pain. This nigga can't pee.
Oh.
He can't sit still. So he goes back to the doctor. What they do is now they administer the syphilis test, which they didn't test for initially because it's a little invasive. It consists of swabbing inside of the man's
Lord
urinary
Jesus.
meatus.
Urethra swab.
Urinary meatus. That sounds like what? Our term of the day.
OMG. So, the urinary meatus. The urinary meatus is the opening of the urethra. It's where urine and semen exit the urethra in males.
So basically, fellas, it is your pee-pee hole.
Right.
So they stick the swab in his urinary meatus and a fucking...
And a Q-tip?
Yes.
Yes, it's a Q-tip.
A Q-tip. You know,
It's
black
thick,
people call
though.
them Q-tips, but they're cotton swabs.
Whatever. Bouncy paper towel, whatever.
Paper towel, bounce paper,
Size
same
don't-
kind of shit. Yeah. But a fucking jalapeno seed pops out.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
How?
Christ.
Apparently, the stripper in Las Vegas had eaten something with jalapenos, and there was a seed in her butt. Remember, he had unprotected anal.
Listen, several things
in
is
the
wrong with
ass.
this story.
Yo.
Not only
Oh
did
my
you
God.
fuck a stripper on
Raw.
vacation, you
Right.
hit it without a life jacket. Nigga, what was you doing?
Yo, niggas went to Vegas.
You lucky your pepper ain't all you got.
Right.
Word. Nigga went to Vegas and was like, yo,
He had a better chance jumping in a pool of fire and backstroking. What was he doing?
He should just dip his dick in milk.
Yeah.
it'll cool it down.
Pull that shit right down. He's like,
But even bigger than that, like, my thing is, to the stripper, like, bitch, your ass had to be on fire because I cut a Scotch bonnet pepper one time in my kitchen and my fingers was burning.
No, but you know when you eat like sesame chicken or corn and you
that shit
shit. I
real.
know everybody, don't call me nasty. I know everybody looks at their shit after they use the bathroom. You see little sesame seeds in there. You see the little corn pellets.
like,
So
go-
It's just you.
Like,
Now you like, we
you
don't
like
shit.
go through it?
We don't
Like,
shit.
I don't do that.
Me and Ayana don't shit.
She puts it on a specimen.
I'm like, no.
but I'm so visual. Like I'm seeing the whole scene. And you know what's that new YG song? My girl go loco. Maria. That's like playing in my fucking head when I see it.
Nah.
So there's like so much wrong with this.
She should have definitely flushed with it. You know, did an enema, flush it out, and then do anal.
Well,
like
Because
you're
strippers
supposed to
really
do.
care about who's running up in there.
You know what? We shouldn't say
Don't
strippers.
say that.
Some of y'all, some of y'all, some of
Strippers
y'all.
that
Yeah,
don't
don't say
have
that.
sex with the men that they
Some.
dance
Right,
for.
right.
So this one was, I guess, on her prostitute action, but it's not her job. Well, I mean, she needs to protect herself
Yeah, she gotta protect
too.
herself.
He didn't
too.
have
Both
on
of them
a
was
life
messed up.
coat.
Yeah, the both of them really
Both
fucked
of them.
up. But you're fucking this stranger in the ass.
Ooh. And
without
that's
a
like
condom.
That you a real sinister kind of nigga to be in the back door.
you
You went straight to the back door. You didn't even want no
Stranger.
pussy.
Ew.
I hope he wasn't the groom. It just said he went for the bachelor party. Hopefully he wasn't the bachelor.
I don't know,
see
but
it.
Going home to
before
whoever.
anal, guys, you should definitely, flush it out.
But the doctor, like when the jalapeno seed fell out, right? And then
Yeah,
you look at the nigga like, aha!
I'm like,
I got it.
I think I found.
I think it's a little spicy.
Oh, imagine what his semen tastes like now after when you give him
Pepper
head.
sauce.
Oh my
And y'all know
god.
by now I'm allergic to that shit.
Pepper
Manera, you would have
sauce.
died.
I would have died
Manera
giving
You
him
would have
head.
died, yo, man.
Yo,
She's allergic to spices.
Holy shit. Whole throat would have been like.
Well, a lot of people do die during sex. That was one of our
that
segments.
was
A lot
one
of
of our
people,
hump
or
day
does it
facts.
happen once in a while?
No,
Yeah,
it happens once in a while.
happens
People
often.
die from sex often. It's
and they
it's
gonna
lot of
sit me
cheers.
up in my casket. Remember?
Yep. If she
It
dies
was me.
during having sex, she's gonna be tight.
Actually, if I
Actually,
do
wouldn't
die
mind
like that,
dying by sex. I
No?
wouldn't mind.
happiness.
Yeah, like, they'd be like, a dash went out. Like, yeah.
Like,
A real one.
Like a funeral gonna be crazy.
I know,
too.
like face down, ass up.
Right.
That's the way we like to die.
so back to your services. So I'll be clicking through your story. I'm like, ooh, he's a little graphic.
Yes.
Very graphic.
So with the one with the toys, because I've been seeing a lot of the videos with the vibrators and stuff. The women obviously orgasm. So they're like paying you, not for sex. Are you having sex with any of them? You're not having sex with any of them.
Yeah,
Just
because I was like,
providing
is he a
sexual
hoe?
Pleasure.
Could that be a part of the package?
No.
No.
No, I don't. I realize that sex fucks up the bag.
Gotcha. In what way?
Not in like, wait, I
block
gotta pay for
them
that.
after.
You came too, and I gotta pay for it.
Because this ain't paying for dick. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to pay for dick. Like, they can get dick anywhere. So it's not.
But you got special things.
So I know, but it's still. But subconsciously, what happens once it happens? Once it happens, it's subconsciously. It's like, oh shit.
Now I got a charger.
Yeah, not coming back. Is they got to go through some mental.
Why you
know what I
don't
mean?
have the make love package? Like that should be on there. 350,000.
Now he's a prostitute.
Right,
Yeah.
and then
Not a
be prostitute,
prostitute.
and it takes away from the art. I realize taking the sex out of it is where the niche is at for me. I feel like
Gotcha.
everybody has sex, like everybody's having sex.
I don't know about
everybody,
them, but-
everybody's having sex.
I'm
for the
leaving
most
with blue
part.
balls.
You know what I mean?
Excuse me, blue walls.
Not like that, but I'm saying,
Blue
like,
walls.
I mean, but I feel like by putting sex part of that, it just puts me in a category with other people. By not doing that, it's just now nobody's doing this as a service like I'm doing it.
Gotcha.
So it leaves me wide open. Like, I'm on the highway, ain't no cars there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Open.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Do they always climax?
Yeah.
I better. I paid you.
No, I just want to know if you can do it.
The climax, I feel like it all comes down to putting in the work. I mean, I feel like if you work hard enough, it's gonna. I mean, some people you got to work harder than others. But like, you mean like that's.
Would you know, so an opportunity for you to make more money, would you teach men how to do it or have a woman partner who's pleasing women and men as well?
That's what I'm trying to. Right. Well, I do sensual dominance for men classes, and that's one of my. That's one of my. Yeah,
Fellas, you hear this?
and I try to
And he's
teach you
good,
guys
too.
Teach them how to start locking in and tapping into their partners and actually just paying attention to the partner. And that's what it comes
Nice.
down to.
Well, your Boy Scout knot is really working back here because I cannot feel my arm.
Are you comfortable? Do you need to take it off?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Let me know if
I think I'll get through this. But teach me how to do this because I got some niggas I'm trying to rob.
I got you.
I got some niggas I'm trying to rob after
I didn't
this.
tell you guys that those are from my personal stash.
But you gotta.
These in your bum cheeks.
If you gotta do it, you gotta
Maybe.
do them right. You gotta be real sweet because the process of tying up takes a little time. So you gotta be all sexy. Boom.
All right.
Get them tied
You
up.
hear her
boom,
voice?
boom.
Do
Let
it.
me tell you something. I'll play with. Listen, Daddy, I'll play with your balls real quick while I'm tying this shit up, right?
Tie them
Okay?
up and then.
Hello.
Well, you got to put the voice
And
on.
then I'm
put the
gonna
voice
take
on.
your money and run, niggas. And I'm like, that motherfucker, like, bye.
Gotcha,
Like,
bitch.
is these your jeans?
Okay, you ready for a demo?
Am I ready for this? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a demo.
Yes, so he is going to demo. What are you going to do? Demo. Let us know first.
I'm just gonna tie up in. I don't really know yet. I don't ever think about it. It's kind of like
Freestyle.
Okay.
kind of freestyle off the top of the head. I'm gonna stand up, take your height, your weight, your complexion, how sexy you are.
Oh, this
Yes.
is a mental
Straight
note.
penny.
all
straight.
these different things and put them into
Okay.
something and figure
So
it out.
Ayana, since your hands are tied in front of you, you'll do the camera.
Got
Sinead,
it.
since you have your sexy
Oh.
phone operator voice, you can
You gonna commentate?
you're gonna commentate. Sorry, I didn't mean.
So I gotta suck the mic dick too.
All right.
That could be arranged. That'll be a part of the package.
Should I throw on pants? Should I throw on some pants?
No, I can tell you your address.
Okay.
I mean,
All right, guys.
If anything pops out, we all.
Right, because this better get us another, some followers and downloads.
Okay, what do I want to put
Out
this
of
at?
this.
Let me help you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
If you can break out that, if you can break out
Go ahead.
of that knot,
Okay, so what I'm gonna do this at? I'm gonna do it like right there, right?
Yeah, right here's good. Ayana,
I just want to make sure I'm focused on my
Oh, gotcha.
my turn.
Woo.
so right now everybody's preparing. Take this opportunity to follow us on Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous on Instagram. At this point,
Do I have panties on? Okay.
you remember?
Just,
We're trying to remember if she has panties on.
ooh.
So-
So the black lights are on. It's extra sexy.
So a part of his service is he has a black light that he puts on. Manera's going to be tied up. Yeah. He's tying her hands up in front of her. Both of her hands are put together nicely in the way where, when the cops come and they put your handcuffs on and you wondering what the hell is going on and they didn't read you your rights. But he got the kind of knot that,
Hands up. Over your head.
oh, he puts it behind your back.
You got it. Oh, okay.
I'd have had a Charlie horse already. All right, so her hands are behind her back and he's doing a little, tying it towards the front. Alrighty. Oh, breast is,
Fuck implants.
her breast is getting tied up too. Don't pop them.
I'm glad I didn't do this.
Oh, a little in between the legs too. Bum cheeks is included.
I like this.
Right. So if anyone has a wife or a girlfriend back home they're trying to please go ahead and watch us on YouTube so you can see exactly what is being done. And do not refer to me as the sexy phone operator because I'm just Charlie on Instagram. Manera's being tied up ever so nicely. And
What is Sinead talking about?
everything I see going on this little tie-up display. This is sexy. If you take your clothes off, I think we get another 150,000 followers. So,
So this is not bad.
all right. How do you feel? Come to the
I
mic.
actually would like this. Oh.
Okay. So, how do you feel?
I feel this is comfortable. It's
Okay.
actually quite sexy, good, but you guys know I'm into this kind of stuff anyway.
You gonna beat her? I think you should just start beating her.
All
right.
Oh shit! This,
Right. So do a little spanking.
you know what? I thought this would hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
So now she's.
Yeah, she took
I just want to let y'all know that I think he unlocked level 9, and Manera's into this kind of stuff now.
Backhand and hold the phone. Let me put this phone down so I can get a good whack.
Yeah, this is good wax.
So he's doing a little playing. Please go ahead and look at this on YouTube.
Sorry. Yeah. Down here.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
What do you think of this, Ayana?
So I've never been spanked with a whip before.
This is so sexy.
All right, little spanking going on. How does it feel now? Oh, it's hurting.
Oh,
It's supposed to hurt.
I wish there was some paint. Then we'd be at Juve, and then everybody would be outside watching us dance up on the parkway. I like this kind of stuff.
I'm a little sweaty. Yeah.
Now, if you want to really be,
I'm still quite comfortable.
Yeah,
All right.
Pretty comfortable. I tried to use these type of ropes that I have here. I made them with really soft material so that they can actually be for dancers and people can move around.
all right. So he uses some soft materials to do it.
Yeah, I have other ropes too that are a little harder, a little more rougher, but I'll see.
No, these are so
pretty
these
good.
are soft. You know, usually people are scared like your arms are gonna rip off, or these are comfortable. These are soft.
Okay.
I think we need. Well, I'll talk when we sit down.
You want me to let you go?
I don't want you to let her go because right now I'm about to dig in her purse and see if she has any crayon case laying around. Maybe if she got $20 because we still broke.
You know, I can stay like this, so but I just need
Ooh,
to
stay like that the whole
down.
episode.
Yeah, because she got me tied up.
Ooh, she can sit.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta put my mic down for me.
Put her mic down. Or you can leave her mic up. How are you feeling, Manera?
This is okay, Ayana. I'm just gonna need you to get to my notes real quick, please.
Where are they?
Right there.
Here?
Yep.
I can do the help.
So, about this unicorn kidnap.
Yeah,
I'm asking for a church member.
No. Oh.
What does the unicorn kidnap involve?
Well, that's a service where it's basically it's an organized court kidnap where you know the day, but you don't know when and where I'm going to snatch you up from.
Oh my
so
God.
we kind of got to plan it to make sure you don't fuck your life up and shit like
Keep
that.
your ass clean.
Right. Make sure
All right, so I'll be showering all day.
So on your page, I see a lot of women that are like super sexy and in shape. Do you do anything with the plus women?
No, I have all different type of sizes of women that do this. It's some people don't necessarily want the pictures out there on my online like that. So they they move like that. But for the most part, I have all different type of sizes of people. And then people realize too on my page, a lot of stuff is not seen, so you can't really see. It's hard to tell people real size. Some people look at stuff and they looking at girls, they don't know what they really look like in real life, and like
Got it.
all the little corners and things are just hidden in the black lights. You know?
I think we should do business because there are a lot of events that we want to throw, and I think this is a super sexy event that we could do. I mean, we don't have
Combine.
to orgasm in front of people, but like
Oh,
the art stuff,
Right, we could do it in different
the
capacities.
paints.
You know what I mean?
So I'm super artistic too. I want to guess you are one of 3 signs. I'm one of those people.
I was
You're
going to ask
either
him in the
a
beginning.
Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Pick one.
Scorpio.
Oh no!
Oh, that's why.
You know why? It's the
I knew
creativeness
it.
and the,
The
sexy.
sexual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Together.
Yep. I get it. But yeah, I really want to do one of these shows.
Yeah, we should do it.
I think we should
I'm down. I'm always down to do stuff. I
like-
like doing little demos like.
Would you guys want to come?
Yes, we're definitely gonna sit there and post that.
the
We
crowd
want to think.
punch.
We want to see what you think.
I definitely want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, if we have this kind of
right?
event.
Yeah, that's super sexy. I want to do it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let us know, guys. DM us. You also have to like. I like this. I'm like super comfortable.
You could laugh
I'm
at-
next then.
Like when I put people in this stuff, like they literally could put their clothes over it. They'll like wrap, dress over it in the morning and wear them.
Wow.
Is that a
Yeah.
part of like the discipline?
No, it just feels like a hug. It feels good actually. I don't let you tell them to do it. That's what they want to do.
You ever hang anybody from a ceiling?
Yeah.
I'm asking for
Erotica?
a firefighter.
Yeah, but not like not
Asphyxiation.
Not like hanging them, like,
Okay, gotcha.
You know.
I call it suspenders. It sounds better.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Hang 'em. I'm
Wait,
like-
do you have your own studio or do you rent out
I
space?
had a studio on Charlotte when I first was out in Charlotte, but I got evicted out of there because I rigged the ceiling. I rigged the ceiling for suspension, and they went into my studio and seen that.
Oh,
I
wow.
went up in a beam and drilled through the concrete beam and threw a chain through it so it can hang down.
Yeah, you definitely need permits for those.
Nah, but the thing was, I had a drop ceiling, so it was like one of the ceilings that you can just push the towel. Like if the towel was pushed back, they wouldn't even know it was up there.
Gotcha.
Straight up, they wouldn't even know.
They walked in and thought they were in a scene of Saul.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. I think all the other stuff is what they got pissed off about. They're just like, oh yeah, this is not a business suite.
This is a sexcapade.
Okay, so this show is called Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous? And this week's Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous segment deals with how to stop letting other people's opinions guide your life. So you said your mom was like, oh, let me see the pictures. Is she super open to what you're doing?
It's crazy. My parents are super open to whatever I do. They're really strict and they're churched out and all that good shit.
Really?
But like when it comes down to me, if I say whatever I'm saying I'm doing, my mom's gonna be. She don't care what it is. I was like, yo, I got to be like, your mom. I'm a serial killer and I'm starting to kill people. And she would be like, go out there and go kill him, Dad. I'm gonna go kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Make as much money as you can.
My mom is my number one
as you're
supporter,
happy.
yo. Yeah, she just wants to see me happy and just wants to support whatever I do.
That's
so if
beautiful.
I'm like, yo, I
but
need
we
some money to
can't-
go do something. I'm stuck somewhere. I know if I'm ever traveling, some things happen sometimes. I'm like, yo, I need some shit. Like I call my mom, I'm like, yo.
She got you.
Just send me
That's
home.
dope.
Yeah.
I
That's
know
lovely.
having a Caribbean background, sometimes, you know, they expect you when you get older, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're, Caribbean, you're a nurse, you know? For me, I know that I've had a million different business ventures. And a lot of times I second guess myself because it's like I would seek the approval from my friends or my family. And I would be scared to do things that I really wanted to do, even when it came to this show. So this show was really me saying, fuck y'all. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to say. I know there were times I was speaking to Ayana or Jaleesa, who's not here today. And it was like,
We love you, Jaleesa.
girl, you're not scared to say that. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. And it's like, I'm sick of living my life for everybody else.
Right.
And now I'm not happy. So everybody else is happy with what I'm doing. They're still not happy with what I'm doing. They still have something to say.
Still got something to say.
Nobody's ever going to be happy with what you're doing.
I'm miserable. So it's like, when do we say, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm happy now.
I'm happy tied up.
Right.
On a podcast.
On the show, sometimes
with Dash.
Mommy is like, "Oh, I want to hear your show. Put it on the phone. Let me see the YouTube." And I'm like,
Oh, literally, my mom asked me to, and I looked at her like, maybe another day.
not this episode.
Yeah, right.
Maybe
I'm sure,
another-
mommy.
No, but even like, so one year, Ayana and I went to Venice Beach and we got our nipples pierced. We showed my mom and she was like, oh, you're nasty.
You're nasty.
Oh, you're nasty. For years, I didn't want to get tattoos because, you know, my mom was like,
Yeah, against
no,
That's your temple.
I'm about to turn 35 this month. Hey!
Woo!
See, I was always hard-headed. When I was coming up, my parents, they want me to have dreads. They were like, no, you got dreads. I used to go to school, twist my hair up all during the day till about 5 o'clock till my dad comes home from work, and then like wash it out before you come in the house and go take a shower,
That's
and then
not
start
fair.
again the next day. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you have your dreads.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm about to
But now
turn
they love
35.
it,
I just
though.
got my tattoos this year. And I'm
Literally
so
like
happy.
a couple weeks
and
ago.
I cannot wait to be like tatted the fuck up. I'm so
right.
excited about it.
Well, I still don't have
tats.
tats.
Don't get your face, baby.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's what, you know what, so speaking of mom again,
They
she was
are
like, next you're
doing that
getting
these
4
days.
tattoos on your face. Yep.
Yeah.
With your name too, right across my left eyeball. Do you guys not do things because you're afraid of what people are going to think?
I mean, I hid my tattoos from my mother for years.
Yeah?
Yeah, she didn't see them until I was like 25. And I mean, I was really nervous about what she thought of. Even just doing, like, certain times you sit there and be like, you know, well, if I go and I put on this dress, right, I think I look sexy in it. Mm-hmm. But someone might say you look different.
Slutty.
Well, yeah. Well, fuck you if I look slutty. Guess what? That's the look I was going for that night, and I think I accomplished it. And I got a couple drinks bought. So with that being said, don't worry about what I'm doing. Mind your business. And I'm not gonna start to care about what anybody else thinks.
I don't feel like I care. I don't think I really cared what people think ever. I've always been on my own beat, kind of on my own path. Everybody's been like, my brothers are all like good. My other one's like, this one's he ain't like the rest of them. And so it's always been things. And I always I like to pride myself of not like
Being
giving a
the
fuck what
same.
nobody's thinks. But then I found myself the other day doing some bullshit. I was like, is this some kind of the same bullshit? Like literally, I wasn't feeling too hot. I wasn't feeling too good, and I was like. I actually got mad. I was like, you know, fuck this. I said, I'm gonna post some wild shit on my Instagram and get mad likes. Like, fuck this shit. I want to blow the Instagram up. Like, fuck this. I'm gonna just tear the Instagram up. I'm just posting wild shit.
Fuck that
and
shit.
just like posting some shit.
Even wilder than we see already?
It got deleted, man.
Oh, we
Man,
missed
shit.
it. Shit.
I got young. See, that's what I'm saying. My Instagram is like the watered down version of what my phone is. That's what people.
Well, you can
if
send
I
it to our
If I
DM.
ever die, I need somebody to take my phone and like, yo, just destroy that shit.
No, you want somebody to take it and post all
Fuck
that
up
shit.
people's lives.
Fuck them.
All of it.
People's lives.
Fuck them. That's your legacy.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody knows I do. It's just what everybody else is doing. But the shit I get in my phone is.
Just delete mines before you go.
Yeah, I got you.
Don't delete my shit. Post that shit.
My phone is a little boring. I always lose it, so it's always a new phone with lost all my pictures.
My phone just
That's why
me.
you gotta
Ain't
get
nobody in
Google
my
Photos.
phone.
You gotta get Google Photos and it just updates your
Yeah,
photos.
Google Photos
I done went through 3 phones with the
But you
same
got to
Google
set it on
Photos.
private because if I have Google and you have Google, I'll see
I
whatever
can
it is
see
that
them?
automatically uploads. You have to set it to
Are you
private.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Hold on,
I set mine to private.
What?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
So we're in a society and time where we're way too concerned with what other people think of us. Once you stop caring about others' opinions, your personal goals and decisions become much more apparent. So for me, when I was free to pursue my passions without the burden of wondering what will people think of me, I started asking myself, what do I want to accomplish? What feels right to me? What makes me happy? Instead of what will they think of me? Because honestly, like we were saying before, people are just fucking miserable. So regardless if you do what they want you to do or if you do what you want to do, they're going to have something to say. So you might as well do what the fuck makes you happy.
Tell them to go mind the business that they paid to mind. Because it's not mine.
Just like that the other way. Oh, no, you opened up a whole new app.
Pandora's box.
I can't pass the other thing, boo thing.
This was Manira's idea. And I'm into this kind of thing because I'm going home with these wraps behind my back.
And let's scroll up a little bit.
Great.
I just won't be able to text nobody to come over because
I'm so sorry.
hands
What,
is
her
tied
bum
behind-
seeds in your face?
I can't pull
Like I'm tied up.
That's perfect.
Ayana's halfway out of hers. You a diamond heister, huh?
Yes. Yes, I am. I just choose to be locked up.
Yeah, Yana's working perfectly fine with these wraps around.
I'm used to it, guys. I've been here, done that.
I know, wait. So this is a little different from when we grew up. So one of our brothers used to tie his kids to the bed.
Yo, with a chain though, locked up.
And bust their ass.
Whoa.
That's different.
Delete this piece. Please.
It don't matter. They still don't listen.
They don't. It didn't do
That shit didn't work.
I know I used to go to his house and be like, when he whipped out the belt, I'm like, I'm leaving. I would run. That nigga would catch me in the back of my fucking butt. Like, I was
Now
running.
I'm thinking
though.
about it. I think we did fasten my little brother to the railing with a belt.
Yep. Definitely.
So it started from
He
young.
Because he was ratting, though. He was telling on everything.
little fucking snitch. You little snitch ass snitch.
He used to do that and dunk his head in the toilet. Like, look upside down. And
No, not the toilet, the
just
shower.
Just his hair. Just so when you turn him back right, it just runs down.
The doodle water.
Disgusted. That's disgusting.
You know, he had boxes and shit. You know, he had high tops. He's like, just soaking shit up. Like,
Shrivel down.
Ah, shit water.
So I want you to let people know where they can find you and book your services.
Okay. So you can find me at www.eroticroastbydash.com is my website. You can find me on Instagram at eroticroastbydash3. You can find me on Twitter at roastbydash. You can find me in the streets of Brooklyn.
Yes.
Ayo, Dash.
That's some. You guys can hit me up. You can DM me. If you got more questions, whatever. You guys know you can hit me up. I like to talk to people and engage.
So, I mean, it's easy for you to get the women following you. I know, men, he gets paid to do this shit.
Right.
He gets
Word.
paid to do this. Hit him up. Get some tips. Get some lessons.
Word, because y'all need lessons.
Yeah.
Just don't give no hood nigga no lesson. And
I
then
be
he in my
trying
house
to.
and then my shoes is outside my front door. And he done left with all my silverware.
Oh, God. Nigga got you for your credit cards.
Right.
I've had people be like, I want to be an apprentice. And I'm just like, I don't trust the nigga.
Right.
They're going to fuck my whole shit up.
Right.
You know?
Now you sitting there doing the erotic part. He eating butt cheeks.
Right. They're like, you eat ass. That's on the service, right?
Caught you a whole case. He caught you a case. Ass. How much does that shit cost? Eating ass. $2.50 an hour.
Like
No, that's like-
$2.50 an hour. Damn, who eats ass for an hour? That's a
Do you,
lot.
that is, right?
Where your tongue gonna hurt?
Yeah, it's like you get a.
Hurt. His throat gonna swell.
You gonna start licking with just your head. You got you.
You like,
Just
you fucking
really
dumb.
just sit on it. Just sit on the face. When you ready to get up, tap up for air.
Oh, real quick. Do you guys have safe words?
Yeah, I do safe words, but I usually tell people to find their own safe word. Don't.
I might forget mine. You
Yeah.
got to give me one so I know I got to hold on
that's what
to
I'm
it.
saying. That's why I need you to do it, because I need you to remember it.
Right.
Because
Remember that
not
shit.
me. I need you to remember
Mine
it.
should be fucking.
But the thing is, too, I be telling people all the time, too, safe words makes words. I don't even care about that shit, because if you start, like, really tuning up like you're really in pain, I'm
Tense.
going to stop.
Oh, you're gonna know when the body's
Yeah,
tense.
I'm not the type of person to be like, she didn't say it.
But wait,
There's more.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I just make just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things is common sense. Like and then if I stop, she says, "Oh no, stop!" Then I go right back to it.
Right.
But at least you checked in and make sure. I tell people try to be safe with this more than anything, and be just use your common sense.
Like for me, I think
Use your
some
common
don't be
sense.
too complicated because then you fucking forget that shit. For me, it's like, okay, nigga, like that's enough of a safe word for me. Like that's enough.
Right.
Well, that's not always enough.
I'm
So
done.
I need it to be a certain word. Because some people be like, that shit don't mean nothing. I'm like,
Mine is pineapples. What's your safe word?
I don't want to use pineapples. I told you guys my pineapple story when I walked in on Christopher.
Manir, you use names.
That's my child. Everybody knows Christopher is my kid.
So what?
All right.
He's gonna hear this one day. I'm sorry, Chris.
Mom, really?
My
me
dumb
and
ass
you.
will fuck around and get a long ass safe word and I'll forget.
Right.
I'm sitting here putting little
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious,
right.
And then the bitch
Again.
can't say it. She's like,
I'm at the alidocious part and I just don't
pass
say it
the
and
fuck out.
I'm dead.
She didn't finish the word.
I'm gonna
though.
be so mad if I die. Like, come on, I didn't get to finish.
It's okay. Remember, you die and happy.
Right.
Keep my casket open.
I will. I will.
No matter what.
So, ladies, we have to promise to stop caring about what other people think.
Fuck
and
y'all niggas.
Actively live your life. You hear that, listeners?
Yes.
Stop giving a fuck what
Don't give a
people
damn.
think and actively live your life.
It's my money and I want it.
I actually don't give a fuck what people think. So
So I usually would place the ending theme music right now, but
You wanna push
my
enter?
hands,
Can you
no,
push
you
enter?
gotta find it. It's okay. Our quotes for today are: care about what other people think and you will always be their prisoner. And that's by Lao Tzu. And your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
YOLO.
That's from the late Steve
Wow, wow,
Jobs.
wow, wow.
We want to thank Sir Dashington for coming
Hey.
on the show today. This was
Ayana, look.
You should shake a
fun.
titty.
Thank y'all for having me.
She got out.
I got out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you know what that means, niggas? I'm coming for you.
Oh, they broke out.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
In the mean streets of Antigua, just robbing.
thank you for listening.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you, everybody.
See you next time.